We have 3.5. I'm going to recognize the gentlelady from Georgia, Ms. Greene.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. When we talk about civil rights, we should talk about the rights of over 63 million unborn people that were slaughtered in the womb by what Democrats call reproductive rights. Your reproductive rights are murder. And when you want to talk about which form of murder do you want to use against an unborn innocent person who should have the right to life, we should go into all of those nasty, disgusting methods. Whether these innocent people are ripped limb from limb, and they're washed in saline and murdered in the womb, or are their heads crushed before they are pulled out of their mother's cervix and womb. Let's talk about those rights. And let's talk about rape. Yeah, let's talk about it. A former student convicted of sexually assaulting 2 girls released by Loudoun County judge. You know, you were talking about stats and data. There is information, if you just take a minute to go look it up on your cell phone that you're looking at right now, you can look up a biological male student that was mentally ill and dressed up like a girl and went in the girls' high school bathroom and sexually assaulted 2 young women in their school. Yeah, it happens all the time. And when you talk about civil rights, let's talk about women's rights in sports. A male swimmer competed on the men's team for 3 years before winning the women's NCAA Division I championship in the 500-yard freestyle event. This same man was nominated NCAA Woman of the Year. That is a big violation of women's rights. After playing on a college men's team 30 years prior, a 52-year-old 6'6" man joined a women's junior college basketball team and destroyed them on the court. Oh, wow. I thought you cared about rights, civil rights, women's rights. A male runner was named Women's Athlete of the Week after competing in an NCAA Division I women's cross-country meet. One male athlete won first place in the women's mile race at an NCAA Division I conference championship. And a 17-year-old female volleyball player was left partially paralyzed with brain damage after a ball was spiked at her by her biological male opponent. The team rightfully forfeited the remainder of the games played against that school out of safety concerns. Why don't you care about these women's rights? If you want to preach about civil rights, civil liberties, and protecting people's rights, you should be standing up and protecting women and girls' rights in sports. And keep your biological men who are mentally insane and have sexually perversive ideas, thoughts, and fantasies out of our bathrooms, out of our sports, out of our women's spaces. And if you want to continue to be the party that stands up for that absolute insane bullshit, we'll keep beating you election after election after election. You want to know why? Because y'all are for they, them, and we're for the American people. And we actually do stand up for people's rights. We stand up for the unborn, we stand up for women and children, and we will protect them from the deranged lunatics that you all call women. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.